Print, email, Facebook, Twitter. More. Malaysia election. Mahathir Mohamad sworn in as country's 7th Prime Minister. Media player, space to play, M to mute, left and right to seek, 00004000:40. Malaysia's former authoritarian leader Mahathir Mohamad, who in a stunning political comeback led opposition parties to their first election victory in 6 decades, has been sworn in before the country's king as Prime Minister. The ceremony at the official state palace in Kuala Lumpur ended a day of uncertainty during which rumours swirled that the National Front, Malaysia's ruling party for 60 years, would try to stay in power. Dr. Mahathir was dressed in a traditional black baju Melayu tunic and sarong, with an Islamic cap on his head. Hundreds of Malaysians lined the road leading to the palace, waving party flags and cheering the 92-year-old Dr. Mahathir. At a press conference after being sworn in, Dr. Mahathir reassured the financial community and said he would prioritise stabilising the economy and returning billions of dollars lost in a corruption scandal at State Fund 1 Malaysia Development Berhad, 1MDB. We believe that we can get most of the 1MDB money back. We have to increase the confidence of investors in the administration, he told reporters. Malaysian markets were closed and will reopen only on Monday, but overseas investors were nervous about the ouster of Mr. Najib, who has been in power for nearly a decade. The ringgit lost 4% in offshore trading, while an overseas Malaysian equity fund showed a 6% drop in share values before partly rebounding. This upset ranks up there with Brexit and the Trump election, said Aninda Mitra, a senior sovereign analyst at BNY Mellon Investment Management. I believe the ringgit will come under pressure as policy continuity will come under a cloud. As the election result became clear on Thursday, cementing a historic change of government, people stood on roadsides waving the white, blue and red flag of the opposition alliance, while cars tooted their horns. We need to have this government today without delay, Dr. Mahathir said before the ceremony. There is a lot of work to be done. You know the mess the country is in and we need to attend to this mess as soon as possible, and that means today. Dr. Mahathir ruled Malaysia with an iron fist from 1981 to 2003 and now, with a second innings at the age of 92, is the oldest elected leader in the world. His alliance of 4 parties trounced the Barisan Nasional (BN) coalition of now former Prime Minister Najib Razak, who was once Dr. Mahathir's protege but became his most bitter rival. Official results showed that Dr. Mahathir's coalition won 113 seats, one more than the number required to rule. People Power rules. Media player, space to play, M to mute, left and right to seek, 0004:3600:0004:36. The Malaysian Central Bank held its regular policy meeting as scheduled on Thursday, and kept the key overnight interest rate unchanged at 3.25%. Dr. Mahathir repeated a promise to repeal a goods and services tax, GST, introduced by Mr. Najib and review foreign investments, including major infrastructure projects that are part of China's Belt and Road Initiative. Global ratings agency Moody's said some of his campaign promises, including scrapping GST and a reintroduction of fuel subsidies, could be credit negative for Malaysia's sovereign debt rating. Mr. Najib's BN coalition won 79 seats, a collapse from the 133 it won in the 2013 election, which was itself the coalition's worst poll performance ever at the time. Few had expected Dr. Mahathir to prevail against a coalition that has long relied on the support of the country's ethnic Malay majority. However, he joined hands with jailed political leader Anwar Ibrahim, his one-time deputy he famously fell out with in 1998, and together their alliance exploited public disenchantment over the cost of living and a multi-billion-dollar scandal that has dogged Mr. Najib since 2015. This election has proved to us that we move beyond racial politics, said Koo Ying Hoi, a professor of international and strategic studies at the University of Malaya. It's really people power through the ballot. Dr. Mahathir said that one of his first actions will be to seek a royal pardon for Mr. Anwar. Before the poll he had promised to step aside once Mr. Anwar was free and let him become Prime Minister. Media player, space to play, M to mute, left and right to seek, 00:0010:2300:0010:23. Reuters. AP Print, email, Facebook, Twitter. More